Hey everyone, welcome back to Home Garden. Today, we're diving into something truly enchanting: how wicker, ivy, and roses can transform even the smallest outdoor space into a dreamy vintage garden. Imagine sunlight dancing across rustic textures, the soft fragrance of blooms filling the air, and every corner bursting with charm. Whether you have a balcony, courtyard, or cozy patio, these ideas will inspire you to create your own serene retreat filled with warmth and beauty. So, sit back, relax, and let's take a visual stroll through these timeless garden inspirations together. Soft morning light touches the small garden, revealing wicker planters overflowing with blooming roses and fresh ivy cascading along white fences. The cobblestone path glimmers faintly with dew, leading the eye through layered greenery and delicate petals, forming a harmonious, inviting corner that feels timelessly elegant and peaceful. Sunlight filters through leaves, illuminating wicker baskets filled with pastel-toned roses. The ivy climbs with gentle persistence, weaving around wooden trellises. A sense of calm fills the air as shadows shift lightly across the moss-covered ground, blending rustic charm and botanical abundance in one effortlessly graceful composition. A cozy patio garden glows under golden afternoon light, its wicker accents and terracotta pots creating warmth against whitewashed walls. Roses and cream and blush tones bloom beside cascading ivy, forming textures that feel both delicate and full. Every element adds serenity, charm, and timeless beauty. The corner of the courtyard feels like a painting. Aged stonework, wicker planters arranged in balance, ivy draping softly across the wall. Sunlight filters through leaves, touching each petal of blooming roses. The soft fragrance mingles with warm air, completing the sensory tranquility of this refined garden nook. A narrow garden walkway lined with wicker planters hosts a gentle symphony of roses and ivy. The scent of blossoms hangs in the breeze as light patterns move along the paving stones. Each corner feels purposeful, designed with care, creating harmony between nature's flow and vintage elegance. Golden Hour transforms a small terrace into a romantic escape. Ivy cascades from above, wicker baskets hold abundant blooms, and the soft light paints the walls in honeyed tones. Every surface gleams with warmth, creating a dreamlike atmosphere of calm and effortless vintage sophistication. The tiny garden glows with charm, wicker pots filled with roses in pale pink and white, ivy swirling around an iron trellis. The sunlight feels soft and delicate, giving each element a golden outline. The space feels tranquil yet vibrant, a blend of nostalgia and grace. A stone arch draped in ivy creates a gentle frame for the garden beyond. Wicker plant stands line the path, each bursting with full blooms of cream-colored roses. The air carries a fresh, sweet fragrance, while the warm tone of wicker brings rustic softness to the scene. A small backyard corner reveals a tapestry of textures. Woven wicker, smooth terracotta, and climbing ivy blending in natural rhythm. Roses bloom in shades of ivory and blush, contrasting beautifully with the greenery. The filtered light moves gently across the surface, enriching every color and shadow. Under a soft sky, a patio lined with wicker accents feels like a sanctuary. Ivy trails gracefully along the stone walls, while clusters of roses add color and fullness. The balance of tone, texture, and light creates a composition that feels effortlessly serene and visually captivating. A vintage-style courtyard awakens in the early light, wicker planters overflowing with life. Ivy threads across the old brick walls, and roses bloom in perfect clusters, their petals catching droplets of dew. The natural textures blend seamlessly with subtle elegance, forming a garden of quiet poetry. Sunlight cascades over a small urban terrace filled with woven textures and floral abundance. Wicker baskets line the edges, ivy creeps softly upward, and roses bloom in romantic layers. The muted tones of cream, green, and rose pink harmonize in a setting of calm and refined balance. The narrow passage between walls becomes a secret garden. Wicker accents add warmth, while ivy and roses create color and texture. The light changes throughout the day, shifting from cool morning brightness to soft evening gold, revealing the evolving character of every bloom and leaf. A tranquil backyard corner bursts with life. Wicker planters brimming with pastel roses stand beside ivy-covered walls that shimmer under the sunlight. The fresh air carries a sweet floral scent, and each shadow cast across the cobblestone ground feels deliberate, enhancing the garden's layered depth. Beneath an arch of ivy, wicker baskets filled with blooming roses sit atop weathered stone. The air feels cool, the light gentle and warm. Petals catch sunlight like glass, shimmering with faint color. Every texture, from wicker to vine, adds a timeless feeling of peace and elegance. The afternoon glow touches a garden enclosed by aged walls. Wicker planters stand in pairs, roses rise proudly, and ivy stretches gently overhead. The scent of earth and flowers mingles softly. The space feels quiet, familiar, and beautifully orchestrated, a haven of enduring natural charm. A small patio comes alive with layered greenery, ivy spilling over planters, roses clustering in wicker vessels, their colors rich under sunlight. The composition feels balanced, airy, and intimate. Each element reflects craftsmanship and nature intertwined, a perfect reflection of vintage garden artistry. A cozy garden walkway blends elegance and texture. Wicker pots anchor the space, ivy softens the stone edges, and roses bring color to the neutral palette. The sunlight falls in dappled patterns, creating movement and life in this peaceful retreat designed for reflection and quiet beauty. A secluded courtyard radiates timeless grace. Wicker baskets of roses in gentle shades of blush and white sit near ivy-draped walls. The golden light of dusk enhances every hue, revealing a symphony of natural tones, where form and softness coexist in serene vintage harmony. A final view captures the garden at twilight, wicker textures glowing under the soft amber sky, roses resting in calm perfection, ivy swaying lightly with the evening breeze. Every surface reflects gentle light, and the air feels warm, peaceful, and infinitely welcoming. And that's our journey through the world of vintage garden styling with wicker, ivy, and roses. A blend of texture, light, and natural elegance that turns small spaces into living art. Each corner tells its own story of calm and grace. If you felt inspired by these visuals, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Home Garden for more cozy home ideas, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear which scene was your favorite. Until next time, may your garden always bloom with beauty and peace.